Before we get into the video, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. I mean, come on, what are you doing if you're not subbed to me by now? My content is fire, from stop motions, news videos, reviews, music occasionally. All my social media accounts are linked down below, and now, let's get straight to it. What's up, you guys? Thank you for clicking on this video. So, as you can tell by this glorious setup right here on my table, we are going through another photography behind the scenes here with some Transformers, this time with the Bayverse characters, getting back into them as I grow my collection again. So basically what I want to do is taking inspiration from the Transformers prequel comics, or not prequel comics, like the comics that they would do where the events would take place right before the current movie that's dropping around the time the comics drop. So this is basically like in between ROTF and Dark of the Moon, which is why the twins have their ROTF looks, which is what they had in the Dark of the Moon comics. Even during the events of Dark of the Moon, in the comic books, they had their Revenge of the Fallen looks, and not the all-black with the green and orange stripes that were originally in the movie itself. So I just figured I'd do that as a little comic reference for the twins here, including them with Dino and the Dark of the Moon version of Sideswipe here. I flipped down Sideswipe's backpack piece, because in the shot, I just didn't like the grill portion of the car there stuck right behind his head, so I just flipped it down to give it a cleaner look. So in the angle of the camera, it looks like that. You guys would see in the picture, in the video. I don't know if I'm going to be putting the picture in the beginning of the video or at the end for like a little montage. Y'all know how I do. But basically, the story behind this shot is they're getting away from fire, or they're charging towards Decepticon fire, which is why the twins here are getting blown back by a bomb, explosion, or some sort of fire blast from a Decepticon, and you got the smoke back here, which is basically to cover where the horizon backdrop here meets the ground. You don't want to have that in any of the photography shots. It just looks weird, and it takes you out of the moment. And it gives you more of that comic book-esque sense, or cartoon sense, with the background being a solid color. That's what I like to do. So I just put the smoke there, also because of the explosion, but also because of hiding that horizon line where it meets the pavement diorama piece here. So I got skids and mudflap held up via stop motion rigs that I've custom made myself out of some magnifiers or magnifying things. I forget the exact name of them, but they're like magnifying glasses, not glasses, Jesus. It's like those things that you use in science class sometimes in school. I just modified them, put the clips on there, took the magnifying glass itself off, so got two of them there. Got the explosion effect that I've made myself. If y'all want some, hit me up on my email or any of my social medias if you guys want to buy one of these. And just got Dino in vehicle mode here, driving away, Sideswipe skating away. Got a little flight stand here that I custom made myself out of some wire metal, holding up Sideswipe because I wanted him to have that angle that he has in the movies when he's skating. So I tilted him a little bit this way, as you can see, to give it that more accurate effect when he's running, like in the comics and in the movie. So that looks pretty good in my opinion. And the light setup, got this light right here, this snake light on the explosions, that snake light on the explosions, and these two lights right here on the blue backdrop. I didn't use this light this time, which was kind of weird. I noticed that like right before I did this video, and I was turning all the lights back on, and I was like, damn, I usually use this light all the time, and I'm not using it for this picture? Man, I managed pretty well with these lights. So yeah, it's, how many lights am I using? 3, 4, 5, 6 light setup for this shot. Pretty good. It's about what I always use anyway for pictures. Between like 4 to 6 lights. Sometimes 7, depending on the, how grand the picture is or how simplistic it is. But here are the camera settings. I don't think I really messed around with anything too much. I think it was this setting right here that I messed around with the most. So what I did was, you guys have heard me do this trick before. Got a little hair on the screen, damn. That's what happens when we have cats, guys. So this is the trick that I did to get the stands edit them out in post-production so I could get the stand for sideswipe and skids out of there. I took them out and I took a second picture so I could do the technique. I'm drawing a blank on the name right now, but y'all know what I'm talking about, where I put the image over the other image and I erase the flight stand pieces and makes it look like they weren't there in the first place, which is always cool to do. I always love doing that. And I didn't do the same with mudflap because, as you can see here, the perspective, how I laid out the shot and angled my camera, sideswipe is blocking mudflap's stand, so I didn't have to do any of that. I always try and do it that way where I have minimal editing to do, you know, in post-production, which is always best to do everything tangibly. You know, all the greats always tell you that, you know, tangible is the best way, especially these days with the overuse of editing and CGI and stuff. You just really want to do things as tangible as possible. Old day techniques, always trying to do those, but you know, I didn't want to compromise the shot and add anything in there in terms of the sideswipe and skids stand, I mean, where, you know, it would ruin the shot or obstruct things, or, you know, you don't want to do that. You don't want to add too much to a shot. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this breakdown video. I got a full-length photography BTS vlog JaAm Picks episode, what am I on, episode 7 now? That's dropping at some point soon, probably early December, so be on the lookout for that, guys. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover in this photography breakdown video. Let me know down in the comments below, what do y'all think about this setup right here. All my social medias are linked down below: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. My email is also down below if y'all want to email me about business inquiries, or if you just want to hit me up about whatever. Or if you want to commission a diorama from me, because I make dioramas for people for their stop motions, photography, or just regular display shelves in your home. You can either hit me up on any of my social medias or just DM me and we can work out a deal. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye!